Hey friends, I'm Caitlin Martin and I'm a touring cyclist. I did a cross-country trip in 2011 and many of you probably know me for the Museum Without Walls bike tours that I do.
And I'm Shelly Salomon and I love bike camping. I have 2 bike shops in Philadelphia, Fairmount Bicycles and Brewerytown Bikes, and we are just going to show you what we pack when we go bike camping.
Yes, we are.
Before we get started, I just want to point out that you can tour on any bike with any equipment you may have. You can stuff some clothes in a backpack and tie down a sleeping bag with a bungee cord if you want. But we've invested in some awesome gear that makes bike camping a little easier, and we want to highlight that gear in this video. Also of note is that we are not bringing much cooking equipment since our plan for this trip is to buy prepared food.
Alright, so for panniers we both like to use Ortliebs because they're large and waterproof.
I also have this trunk bag for easy access to snacks.
I like to include a spare tube, a patch kit, lubricant, a multi-tool, tire levers and tape, and this all fits into this bag. I also make sure to bring my key so I can remove my wheel, a U-lock, a pump, and I like to bring a small flashlight as well as a headlamp.
Alright, so my favorite part about bike camping is the teeny tiny bike camping equipment. So I love that my tent packs up to be this small. This is from Big Agnes. It's a 2-person tent. I also have a sleeping bag from Big Agnes. It's a summer sleeping bag, so it packs up really small. And this is an air mattress, also from Big Agnes, also small. And then I invested in this guy recently. It is a pillow. Highly recommended. You can bundle up clothes and use that as a pillow, but I highly prefer this.
Okay, so I like to include this compression sack by C2 Summit. It's a waterproof fabric that lets air out, but it doesn't let water in. So I actually pack my sleeping bag and all my clothes into this compression sack, and then I'm able to pull these straps to tighten the bag and push all of the air out. I also pack a 2-person tent and a sleeping pad. This is a sleeping pad by Nemo, and a Samsonite inflatable pillow, as well as this GSI outdoor camping pot. What's great about this pot is that it comes with a foldable handle. You take off the lid, and it includes 2 mugs that also, they act as mugs and bowls in one. And I like to have my tea in the morning, so I like to bring this along with me, and it all packs up nicely into this bag here.
Oh, hey Caitlin, I didn't realize we were at a fashion show. Can you tell us what you're wearing?
Well, Shelly, today I'm rocking a pretty sweet bike jersey. I like to sport Philadelphia on my jerseys. The reason I like jerseys is because they have little pockets in the back. I also rock a sweet fanny pack. Yes, this is $19.99. And padded shorts. Now remember, ladies, I don't recommend wearing underwear when you're wearing bike shorts because it will rub you in all the wrong ways. I also wear thicker shoes, so you want to make sure that you do that for while you're riding. And then just beyond the basic toiletries that I recommend you pack, I like to highlight a few things. So I always pack a little bit of Vaseline to help prevent from chafing, as well as I prefer Gold Bond powder, but any kind of baby powder works really well. I also recommend some kind of wipes, Dr. Bronner's soap, or some other general kind of soap that you can use to wash your body, face, and hair. And I always bring my glow-in-the-dark Frisbee. So, what are you wearing, Shell?
Well, my top is merino wool. It is from Smart Wool, and I love merino wool because it wicks and it doesn't stink, and it is not a jersey. I'm not a big fan of jerseys, sorry Caitlin. And for my shorts, I am wearing padded shorts with a loose kind of short cover on top of that. And this is a good time to tell you that you should bring 2 pairs of shorts. So you can wash one after you wear it and wear the other pair of shorts while that one is drying. Other things, sandals. I bring a plastic bag and put my flip-flops in there, and that way when I get to the campground I can take off my shoes. It's throw them on the ground. I got these packing cubes, and I love them for keeping stuff organized because the Ortlieb bags are really just one big bag. There are no compartments inside them. So I have my clothes in these packing cubes. And then this guy right here is a platypus water bag, basically, that just holds 2 liters of water. When it's empty, it takes up no room.
Okay, so I'm all loaded up here, got my helmet on and my bike gloves, very important. I have 2 bottles of water on my cages, as well as additional bottles of water in my panniers. I have 700 by 32 tires. I have wider tires, which are good for both paved as well as crushed limestone trail. I also have a Brooks saddle, which I switched out from the saddle that came with the bike. And then also I put on wider pedals with straps instead of doing clipless. It's just a preference for me.
Alright, so I have my trunk bag here with my easy to access snacks. It's very important that you have food nearby at all times. I have my handlebar bag here where I keep my bike tools. And I have a dynamo hub, which generates electricity and powers my headlight, which also powers a USB plug. And I keep my phone on this here stand. And if I need to have GPS directions, I can without draining my battery. I have a Brooks saddle just like Caitlin. I put this waterproof cover on it to protect it and so that no one can see that I have a Brooks when I lock it up. And I have these MKS touring pedals that I really like. And I'm ready to go.
Thanks for watching. We hope some of the stuff that we recommended was helpful to you. If you have any questions, add them in the comments. Bye. 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 See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Miachi, you gonna come too?